Okay, so that's gone live. Ooh, now I've got to find my Zoom meeting again. So now I've got to find my Zoom meeting again. There it is. And hello. You look tired as well, like you just woke up.
I have just woke up. I can't believe I'm on here like this.
Well, I'm not surprised because you've got a hell of a week, haven't you? So it's sort of energy draining.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
It was a 5-day challenge that helps you just focus on all your shit. But we also focus on the joy at the other end of the day.
How are you two finding it?
We're going up and down, darling. It's causing us to do some major up-leveling. Every so often something comes up. Because it's our first one, every so often something's coming up that goes, oh, fuck. Yeah, did you hear Wendy? She went, oh, fuck. It's one of those, it puts us into the F key about, oh, I didn't know you had to do that. Oh, damn, I've not done that. Oh, shit, I ain't got time to do that. So it's been,
Yeah.
And then there's been, yeah, then there's been
education,
and then there's been saboteur in action. But in doing it, each time something's happened that's really caused a trigger, we've just released and released and released. And I think that Wendy's probably done.
I am done.
In relation to
Anything
all
that comes back is fresh. Anything that comes now is fresh.
Anything that comes now is fresh. She's released all her own shadow consciousness. Got rid of my shit. And I've still got some shit to release, darling.
Yeah.
But not loads, just some. Eh?
No, she's nice and bright and fresh.
Who is?
Your sister.
Yes, she is. That's why, because she's released it all, there's nothing.
I need some of that. Send some this way.
Listen, at the end of your 4 weeks, you'll be gobsmacked. Quite seriously, you will be absolutely and utterly astounded. And I've just had a nice message from somebody that I did some work with that's just finished her 4 weeks, and she says, I've just done some and I've alchemized it myself. So that is, by the end of the 4 week, you know the process well enough that you can do it for yourself and then just save the awkward bits for when you come on our new program, so that we then come into our energy, darling, and you will just be transformed. Yeah, that's what happened yesterday, wasn't it? It was part of what happened yesterday. It was a sort of a magical afternoon. I just resonated, connected into. I am noticing. I connected into all. I connected into all my higher consciousness levels. Are we sovereign today, or are we? No, today we're warrior. All right. Okay. I'm getting lost because I've done a presentation on another site that is about one thing, and then I'm doing which one am I in now? Oh, which one am I talking about? We had a good time. She just laughed. We had a good time last night though as well. Yeah. Well, you weren't on the actual presentation last night, were you? The R5 one? No.
Not the R5 one. No.
Yeah. The R5 one was, yes, very, 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 very good. Yeah, it was. It was really good fun. And it was like, hell, this is just fun to do. Really loving it. Mm-hmm. So, darling, yes, so it doesn't look as if anybody else is joining us as yet. What time are we at? It's 9.
Only just, it's
past.
Early.
When we start, we start. People have to learn this. It's our time, not theirs. Let's do it. Serious. Boundaries. No prostitutes. No giving things away that's when people can't be bothered. My time. It's precious. Yeah, and valuable. It's not precious, as in, but it is. I like little precious. Did you? What was it? Oh, yeah, about with the ring. Yeah. Precious. My precious. Oh, that's the point. I've still got that to sort out. Have I got lipstick now? Yeah, because I've just put some on back. It's obviously not enough. I didn't put enough on. I'll get my own back because I have put enough on. All right, then. Right. Go. So tonight is, how did we go on with the victim this morning? Have you found any victim consciousness in your day energy?
I'm a permanent victim, me.
Yeah, I thought there might have been a little bit. I'm just going to go onto the Facebook now and just check if anybody else has posted any. Group. I want me to get mine because mine's straight out. You know, you can save it onto your front, don't you? I haven't done it though. I would recommend it, especially for a thing like this.
Okay, darling.
I'll just go and get it.
Just go get yours because yours is ready. Yay.
I didn't know I could do it till it let me, and then I thought, wow, that is amazing.
I'm in it. I'm in it.
Oh, you've done it, have you?
Yeah, I've got there in the end. You can see we're on the live, and there's the link for tonight. And there's today's handouts that came.
Done the handouts.
And there's the ones from this
one a day
morning.
late and one on time.
Doing well. You're doing well.
Oh, it's amazing. I can't wait till today I'm paying somebody else to do it. Rena, hello, lovelies. What's so amazing to listen to you both? Quick question: where would I find the test you were talking about? Oh, you've told it, answer, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. I've got people who said things that's watched it. Some have watched it live. Some have watched the others. Just saying hello. Don't know what my hand says. Oh, this is the other one. This is the first one, so it's not the right one. I'm not very good at finding where I'm at.
Sounds like
We're in this outfit, and I'm not on my own. Look at me. This outfit, and I'm not on my own. That's this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one it should be underneath.
Yeah.
So it's not that one.
No.
It's that one. So any comment? There's your comments, Linda, and there's your.
Okay, I'll see you later. No, they're all within the thing, so I'll have to wait for them coming through.
That's quite infuriating, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
When you think
No,
how that works.
Just catch us up on last night. See you all later. Hey, just hellos. Nobody's actually done their homework.
Nobody's put any comments on.
Or if they have, they haven't posted.
All right, so are we going to do a, no, then what would it be? Strict teacher regime?
Not today.
We don't get away with it, do we? Right, so let's get started because it is now 6 minutes past, and let's start talking about your warrior energy, because as part and parcel of when we go into victim consciousness, as the base of the column of consciousness is your victim consciousness, and as you go up to the top, it is warrior consciousnness on your counsel of truth. So your warrior consciousness is literally so if you think it's the archetype that takes action. It's the bit of you that goes, I've got this. It's also when it is your warrior, it is your hero within. So it's not waiting for a hero to come and get you. You are your own hero, and you have your own back, and you require nobody else to have your back because you have your back. It is also the archetype of resources. So the warrior creates and brings in all of the resources that are needed to achieve the vision of the sovereign. So the sovereign is the visionary. The warrior is the one who carries out the actions to make the dream come true.
And they carry the strength and the determination to see things through.
Yes.
So the warrior he doesn't make a decision. The warrior, after the sovereign has made the decision, actions it.
Yeah.
And nothing stops them.
Yeah, nothing will stop.
And I have made my warrior a man in the same way that I made my saboteur a man. But hey,
fine, you're allowed to have a man as your warrior.
So it's my masculine energy that is my warrior.
Yeah, because it is action taking, as opposed to feminine energy is receiving and receptive, the masculine one for the action. So it is an outgoing masculine energy.
Okay, and what sorts of things would your warrior say, believe, and do? Let's just have a quick look at where we're at. Yeah, please.
So I've got my back and I fully support myself is what he believes. So, and there's always a way. So when I say he's the master of resources, he is the master of working out a way to get things done. And I can create and make all the resources I require, and no one fucks with me.
And essentially that's your warrior, because nobody mucks about you.
Can I ask who Galaxy A50 is, please?
Margaret Ann.
Who?
Margaret Ann.
Margaret Ann. Hello, Margaret Ann. Nice to see you.
Nice to speak to you tonight. Right.
We've just begun to talk about what the warrior. That's a good idea. We've just muted you, Margaret, just because there's so much background noise. So if you want to say anything, you can either pop it into the chat or you can unmute at the time. Okay. And your warrior is the one that knows how to go. No.
Yes, the warrior knows that no
is a
one-word
sentence.
Yeah. I love that line. It was when Wendy said it, it was something that we learned years ago in assertiveness training. And it is the hardest thing for so many people to say no.
And then not explain it.
Or apologise.
Or give reasons. Yeah. Or feel guilty.
So when you are totally and firmly in your warrior, you just go,
no, not tonight, not today, thank you. No, just don't. Yeah. And the warrior is the one that will go, I do what I want, when I want, and how I want. So it's not anybody else's decision, but theirs. And the warrior will say things like, I am not available for. So I am not available for game playing. I am not available for
shit.
Well, I am not available for childish games. I am not available for victim mentality. I am not available for
I'm not available for being at your beck and call if that's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
It's that sort of thing. It's whatever the issue is that's in your life that's causing the hassle in your relationship. It's knowing what your boundaries are in that relationship, and your warrior is your protector of your boundaries.
Yeah.
So,
but your warrior knows your boundaries with an understanding that goes, because it's actually victim when you get so rigid boundaries that you can't be flexible. So there is a kind of, your warrior knows your boundaries and knows the give and take within it. So context related is what I'd say is the best. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And the warrior is the rallier of troops. So it's not only, so it's like you are your own colonel in chief. You are the one that gives the orders out to the troops. So the warrior, whilst he is the action taker, he is not the sole action taker and doing it on his own, because doing it on your own and struggling and doing whatever is martyrdom, and that actually belongs in the victim consciousness. Am I making sense?
So we don't do martyrs, we do balanced use of resources.
Yeah, puts plans into action, follows up on the inspiration of the magician. Now, we haven't done the magician yet. The magician comes tomorrow night. But when the magician has an inspired thought, the warrior is the part of you that will then follow up on that inspired thought and take the action. And so he follows up on the inspiration of the magician, the vision of the sovereign, and the values of the lover, and maintains the values of the lover. So when it's literally the warrior works, well, all of them work together. And do you want to reread your
different things? Which ones?
I am sovereign.
The way in which they all work together is in this one single statement.
One affirmation, yeah.
Yeah, there's one affirmation that I will put into the group. It's, I am a sovereign being who has the ability to decide what I want in life. Sovereign. The inspiration and the intuition to know what to do. Magician. The strength and determination to do what needs doing. Warrior. And the absolute certainty that I deserve the best that life has to offer. Lover. So when you think about that as a statement about where you are in life, that is the epitome, all-encompassing who I am, which is when you become you, the great I think I am, and that you're part of it. Is where Wendy is right now. And it is. It's just such a wonderful place.
Seems like I can see she feels me.
I slip in and come out. No, I don't slip in and come out. I stay in for a long time, and then suddenly something slips me out, and then I come back in. Mm-hmm. So I'm waiting to achieve mastery.
I know the only time I slip out of it now is when somebody else is in my energy, or when I'm in it, because then I feel it. Then I'm kind of going, what the heck's happening to me? Why am I feeling like this? And it's a very strange place to be. But what I'm now ready for do is it's like now I've got rid of the shadow. So the sovereign goes, okay, so what will my vision be? And I kind of go, oh, that's a good question. What do I want? So that's where I'm. So that's very much, and I have and so I'm working on that, and I know where I want to be and what I want to do and how I want to do it. And you can feel it, can't you?
She's looking, bless. So, Margaret,
How have you been enjoying it? I'm going to unmute you so you can speak now. I am.
You've asked her to unmute. Can you unmute
Okay.
at that point?
Yes.
It's again unmute.
It's new to me. I'm getting confused.
Hello. Hello. How have you enjoyed it? And what did you work out where you'd been in victim from this morning's talk?
No,
That's fine.
I didn't hear this morning's talk. I've only come on tonight.
Okay, that's all right. Have you heard the rest of the weeks?
No.
Right. Well, what I'd recommend for any of it to make sense is to start at the beginning on not day one, definitely day two. Listen to the morning and the evening sessions, because without all of the four archetype, all of the four pillars of consciousness and all of the 8 archetypes, it is not going to make sense for you. And it's as forward as that. So you really need to start at the beginning. But thank you for being here tonight.
And it is doable, Margaret. It is doable. And
because they're not long sessions. They're not long sessions. It's about 20 minutes to explain what's been happening. The evening ones have been slightly longer, but that is about it. So essentially what we're doing is we're talking about your shadow consciousness, which is the parts of you that are repressed and expressed in your out of conscious awareness. So some people call it the subconscious, some people call it the unconscious, but what it is, it's where you have suppressed, repressed and pushed emotions, thoughts, beliefs, and some are helpful and some are unhelpful. So it is where you have masked and masqueraded with your unconscious that actually then feeds, then allows you to work and act through the limitations. So the limiting, so instead of operating from what is the truth, which is that you are a sovereign being who is you are a sovereign being with your own decisions, who is of value, who has high self-worth, and who is in touch with who they are. And that is kind of in touch with your soul, in touch with your higher self, in touch with the sense of your own purpose, your own worth, and your own being. And that is what we all aspire to. And how to get to it is by releasing your shadow consciousness. And that's it in a nutshell. So within your shadow consciousness, you have the counsel of lies, which is your prostitute. It's your prostitute, your victim, child, and saboteur. And on your counsel of truth, you have your lover, sovereign, warrior, and magician. And we are going through each one of those. In the morning, we do the counsel of lies. So that is the shadow consciousness that is debilitating. And on an evening, we do the counsel of truth, which is still often shadow consciousness that people are not aware of it, but is your gold and your truth.
And tonight we're looking at warrior.
Yeah.
So we've already looked at the beliefs, actions, and things that the warrior says. And what I'm going to finish off with now to help Salma and anybody else that's watching now is the issues around what are the things that the warrior would say. Because yesterday we gave hints about how you can alchemize. And you alchemize, first of all, by making a statement about a situation, identifying whether you were in child, prostitute, or victim, and then you name it. And having named it, you acknowledge that they are lies that are coming from your unconscious and that they are no longer true in your world now. And having done that, there are methods by which you can then separate from them. Last night, I taught people to take a step to one side as the way to disconnect. And if that doesn't work, that's why you have to do the Becoming You program, because that's why we teach you the hints and techniques of how to change it. But once you've done that, the hardest thing that most of our participants have found is then making their statements of truth from a warrior's perspective.
Because so many of us have never even been there.
Yeah, we've
or
all
so
lived in
rarely,
victim so often.
so rarely get there within our until we come across some work like this to state no truths. But that we then, so we've so rarely been there that we find that it's helpful to give people clues about how and what to say that is opposite to the lies that you have been believing about yourself. Because that's essentially what your shadow consciousness is. It's the lies that you believe about yourself. So it's like the lies that I'm worthless, the lies that, so let's do the victim ones, the lies that
I'm a victim. Poor
I'm a
me.
victim, poor me.
It's not my fault. It's somebody else's fault.
Yeah.
So the thing is that the victim's all about boundaries. And so one of the things that you can say from your warrior consciousness is, I know my boundaries and I protect my boundaries.
Yeah.
You can say, because it's the master of resources, because you're in control and not anybody else, is I have all the resources I need to do what I want. Wendy's already said, I know what I want, I do what I want, and I do it how I want.
When I want is when you said.
When I want.
She's had an extra to me.
Yeah, no, I've got when I want and how I want. Yeah. And I am always, always strong enough to make the choices that honor me.
Yeah.
And I have the strength and courage to live in my power every day, unapologetically being me. I am the master of all resources and abundance flows to me.
It comes naturally to me, yeah.
And I have the courage and strength to navigate any situation. And that's when your warrior is in full flow, knowing that you can navigate the situation, that whatever is happening, you have that power and that strength.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing that you can say is, I affirm my power and trust my own resourcefulness. Because when you are in warrior and then you finally release your magician, the things that come to mind about what you can do and what you have to do and how you can do it just come into your mind and you just do them. And it isn't that there's no fear, and it isn't that you don't face trepidation. It's the fact that when you are in your warrior consciousness, you know there is a way and you can find it.
And you have the courage to do it.
And that's what you do. And that at any point in any situation, I can choose to take action in the direction of my goals, because my sovereign knows what I want and I deliver.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the warrior consciousness in a nutshell. So you might want to write them down or look through it again, Salma, or when it comes to, I'm actually going to put all these down that we've done this week and give them as a gift on the last night for everybody to have a copy of each of the affirmations. I'll probably send them in individual emails to everyone who requests them, because it overrides me having to do the MailChimp that doesn't like things with too much memory.
Mm-hmm.
So if I know who exactly wants these, so everybody's listening, whoever's listening to the replay, just give a hashtag replay and state, yes, please, for the affirmations, and then I'll send them to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that concludes tonight. Have you got any questions, Salma or Margaret, whilst you're here?
I think you've forgotten to mention about the course.
Oh, have.
No, minor detail.
Minor detail.
Minor detail. How can you put this into practice? This program is the initial introduction to the Becoming You, the Great Effing I Am. And it is the course that is for helping people to release their shadow consciousness, to enable them to achieve, well, it's
Happiness.
yeah,
Freedom.
yeah, the freedom, freedom from your shadow consciousness is so magical. I cannot describe it. And it allows you to be the person you are meant to be. And it allows you to interact with others from that heart center, from that core, from that person who you truly are.
The joy of the program on Becoming You is that it is very specifically, there's four sessions once you've done the introduction, and by the time you finish this program, you've done the introduction
And the rest.
and a bit more.
Yeah.
You get better, you've had better information on this than we've done in the introduction. We've actually developed specific
gems for each of you. And that's where the affirmations will come in, because that wasn't there on any of the other things that we've done.
Mhm.
So one of the things that when you move on to the program, because you have 4 sessions and it is quite intensive to
It is an
do,
intensive program.
and it's 1 session a week that we expect you to book in for where you can. We know that sometimes life is more difficult, but the more you do it, the more you learn it, the more it becomes unconsciously competent in as short a space of time as possible, the more you can walk away with knowing how to do this on your own. And doing it on your own is what's going to help you change your life. For those who, we know that actually we couldn't have done it on our own afterwards.
No.
Though we learned how to do the things and we released so many things in our first 4 weeks, we have consistently then used ourselves and each other as guides to take us through. And after you've completed the Becoming You program, there is an opportunity for you to join our platform that takes you on for 6 months further, so that you can clear every aspect of every bit of shit.
The Becoming
And
You,
it's
the
called-
Great Reset.
Yeah, it's called Becoming You, the Great Reset.
Because we are resetting your consciousness.
Resetting who you are.
Mhm.
And we've done it on purpose because right at this moment in time, there is out there a conspiracy theory about the Great Reset that is being imposed on us by the cabal, the
Banks.
Illuminati, banks, governments, everything else. So we've gone up you so that you can actually reset you.
Yeah.
Because in resetting you, you control your life, not them.
Yeah.
And that's the purpose that we aim and give as
On our
part of that
6-month
program,
program,
from
yeah.
the 6 months program. So the first step is the Becoming You, the Great Fucking I Am program that we are offering now at a special discount rate for people who've already done the introduction here. So instead of the £850 that it would cost anybody else and has cost all of our other participants, you will be offered the opportunity to take it up at £700 if you book onto one of the discovery calls to find out what you actually need and how it will be of benefit to you personally. And if you book one of the discovery calls before they're available, and I've put the links in, I've put the link out on an email that was sent out to you today. If you book that discovery call, if you haven't already done one, then we will go through the best way and what you personally can benefit from by doing the program. And once you've done that, you can make your choice about whether you want to do the program at the discounted rate, which is available until midnight on Sunday, or whether you want to go away, think about it and allow yourself to pay some extra cash because your child's in thing and says, I've got to ask permission and I don't know what to do. But once you've got your child sorted and you step into your sovereign, and once we've sorted the saboteur shit that comes tomorrow, then you'll be able to make that decision and know that this is the beginning of the best days of your life.
Yeah, totally. And there was something else that just came to mind as you were saying that.
Don't know. But we've posted the...
Oh, I know what it was.
Sorry, go on.
I know what it was. For anybody that's going, oh dear, I'm going to have to think about it. Oh dear, it's a lot of money. One is, look at the, have you posted the testimonial from?
Yes, I posted Preeti's testimonial.
No, not Preeti.
No.
The other one is
No.
Ellie's. So post it Ellie's because, and whilst it sounds expensive, it is about the rest of your life. And if you can get it at £700, you would be a fool to wait until it's 850. And what I would say to anybody that's come on this program, you have been drawn here for a reason. You have been drawn here to be with us, and think about what's happened to you in the past. If at any time you've thought, oh, I'll think about it, because we all know that most people, when they go, oh, I'll think about it, don't come back. And then you don't do it. And then you're still in that same shit, and ask yourself, do I still want to be in the same shit at the end of next year as that I am right now?
And if you're still procrastinating, still doing all that, and that's what we're going to go into tomorrow with the saboteur. So we'll do that tomorrow morning.
Yeah, so we'll talk to you tomorrow morning and explain just how the saboteur has such a consciousness, has such a wonderful impact on your lives.
And it's the
Wow.
final column.
And it's our final day.
Okay, then. So we'll see you tomorrow morning.
So see you then.
Bye.
Bye.